A recent survey reveals which states and cities are best for small businesses, where they thrive. Okay, so as we take a look at the rankings that include support for women-owned and minority-owned businesses and the ease of starting a business, the hiring and the labor side, and more, let's welcome David Steckel with the latest on this survey, a home expert with Thumbtack. Now, hey David, welcome to the show. Happy September, and tell us more about these survey results. Pretty interesting.
We had some amazing results, and Florida did quite well. But essentially, the good news is we interviewed 3,600 pros across the nation, and overwhelmingly, the feeling is positive about the state of the economy.
All right. And what were the best cities and states for small businesses?
So we did get survey results back from all 50 states, and Maine led the pack with an A+, followed by New Hampshire, South Carolina, Georgia, and you guessed it, Florida.
Oh, I like it. All right, we got number 4 and number 5 on the list. Now, how are SMBs feeling about economic opportunity, and what challenges lie ahead?
So 87% of the small business owner surveys told us there's enough opportunity in their community to thrive. This is up 11% from 2019. And that being said, some major challenges do remain. The cost of operating a business and the labor shortage continue to be the biggest roadblocks for them.
All right, and of course in the pandemic we've had a change of the guard, so to speak, workplace environment versus home life. So some of the biggest considerations for homeowners looking to start new home projects, what's your advice?
My suggestion here is actually always the same when beginning a new project. It's crucial to understand where you want to be at the end and what is the outcome you're hoping to achieve and why, and then work back from there. So an example would be if you want to build a big, beautiful deck for the summer to host some parties, you actually need to start planning for that and hiring your pro about 6 months in advance. So if you want something happening in June, you're looking at starting to think about it in the winter, or at the very latest, the spring. And that planning will allow you the opportunity to, 1, hire the best pro for your job, 2, make sure the materials are delivered on time, and 3, make sure you're not stressed out as the person that's going to be managing this project.
That's right. So here on the First Coast, we are actually, you said Florida was in the top 5 for states. How does Jacksonville compare to other cities?
So that's a great question. And Jacksonville actually came in with an A+ on the highest ranking for overall friendliness. Yeah. There were some other amazing counties. Orlando also with an A+, West Palm with an A, Fort Lauderdale with an A. Tampa and Miami have a little bit of work to do. They both came with a C. But actually, there's some work to be done in the state overall. Overall, business owners gave the state a D in opportunities for hiring new employees. And overwhelmingly, our small business owners responded to us and said they want to make it clear to their lawmakers that they need to champion policies to help them thrive, and specifically by expanding access to or improving training programs, reducing tax burdens, streamlining regulation, and improving access to healthcare.
Right. And what were some of the top states for supporting women-owned and minority-owned businesses?
This was some of the most exciting data we got back from the survey. And it showed that almost half of all newly formed small businesses last year were minority owned. And the states that were the most supportive environment for these minority owned businesses were Florida again, Virginia, Georgia, Maryland, and New York. And specifically around women entrepreneurs, Maryland, Washington, Massachusetts, Georgia, and Virginia top the list there.
Okay, and what communities have actually rallied around these small businesses during the pandemic?
So I'd actually say that as a nation, we all have. This is a combined effort. And in the past year, we saw that everyone pitched in. Over 1 in 4 Americans continue to pay providers, even if they weren't receiving them. And many, many more supported their small local businesses through donations or locally focused purchasing. And I really hope this trend continues.
All right, David Steckel, thanks so much for being on our show. And of course, where can folks go for more information on this survey?
Thumbtack.com/survey, and you can read the survey and the results yourself. And of course, make sure you go to your app store to download the app so that you can start working with some of these local pros.
Okay, and you can also check out firstcoastliving.net later today.